Welcome back, everybody,
Welcome.
to another episode of the Serving Scandalous Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for some scandalousness today?
Hey, I'm ready for it.
Now, this is going to be like a resentment episode. Somebody's going to be resenting somebody.
Okay. It be like that.
It do be like that sometimes, you know? It's part of life, right?
Yep.
But it really does suck depending on who you are resenting because that could really affect the relationship.
Hey, just depends on what happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can happen. It's an open door right there.
Well, we going to be coming in pretty hot.
Okay.
We got some wild stories today.
Okay.
When I have to, give some trigger warnings, you already know.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
And I'm issuing one right now.
Oh, my goodness.
I've never had to issue this trigger warning before, so I guess I'll call it animal attack.
Okay.
A child gets hurt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So trigger warning about that.
It's always tragic.
Not too bad. If it was too bad, I wouldn't have picked the story, right? So if I bring any story to you, trust me, I feel like you can handle it. I would never bring a story I thought was just completely something that couldn't be repeated. It's not really, the story is truly not even about the child.
Mm-hmm.
So just follow along.
I mean,
but if I'm reading it, it's not going to be that bad.
I don't know. These Reddit stories be kind of hectic.
I saved the craziness for Patreon. That's what I talk on Patreon. We talk on Patreon about the stuff that really shouldn't be just out here on the internet streets.
True.
So if I'm bringing it here on the YouTube channel, then you could trust that it's something that is PG-13 at the most.
What? If you go back in our stories, I don't think everybody's going to agree that they're all PG-13.
Well, they're all right.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you okay? You sleep at night? You can.
Hey,
So you all right.
I be having one eye open.
Not the way
Two
you be
eyes
calling
open.
the cows.
What? What?
I ain't gonna put you out there like that.
What?
You be getting good rest.
Don't believe her. Do not believe her.
Are you ready for the first story?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. I warned you. Okay. But it's not that bad. The story is not about really the child. So let's just jump right on into it.
Okay.
My husband ran off during an emergency and I can't look at him the same.
Okay.
I'm 30. My husband is 31. His niece and nephew were over last weekend and we were all in the backyard. I assume our gate was open because out of nowhere, a pit bull came and bit his 5-year-old niece and latched onto her.
A pit bull?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a dog in general doing that is crazy.
I kicked, hit everything to get the dog off of her. My husband, who had been a few feet away, yelled, "Whose dog is this?" Sir, who cares right now? We getting attacked. Who cares who dog this is?
Right.
I yelled out for him to get the bear spray that was inside of our home. So he must live somewhere that have bears. I'm an animal lover, but this was so insane. I'm an animal lover too. The dog seemed almost rabid. All of a sudden, I saw my husband running, but not towards the house where the bear spray is. He ran out of the yard and closed the gate.
What?
He shut it right behind him.
He ain't say the kid? What? Oh, that's
Or
insane.
his wife.
Or his
They
wife.
all locked in the yard with the pit bull,
No, I feel that. Yeah, that's crazy.
leaving us all in the yard to fend for ourselves. This includes me, his niece, who's 5, and his nephew, who's an infant. We got a
Dang.
baby, a small child, and a woman.
He got out of there. That's crazy. That's crazy.
My husband eventually showed back up a few minutes later once the coast was clear and took us to the hospital. I haven't spoken to my husband in a week. He's getting angry that I'm giving him the silent treatment, but I feel like it's his fault. If he had gotten the bear spray, we would have been in better shape. So they must have really, if you taking him to the hospital, I guess you probably should take anybody to the hospital after an animal bite, but it sounds like they got tore up.
Right.
you know? Me and the 2 children that I'm not even related to could have died. It might not even be relevant, but I don't even like kids. I am staunchly child-free, and he is the one that offered us up to babysit for the weekend. I don't know if this is grounds for divorce. I'm not sure if I could look at him. Any attraction I have for him is pretty much gone. He tried to touch me yesterday as he passed behind me, and I smacked his hand away without even thinking about it, like he was a stranger at the bar.
Wow.
He's just been sulking around, trying to talk to me, getting frustrated, then sulking some more. I wasn't expecting him to be macho and fist fight the freaking dog, but at least follow instructions, or at the bare minimum, not leave me in a life or death situation with a small child and an infant. All he had to do was get the damn bear spray. Should I chalk it up to him panicking? I don't know how to feel.
That's insane.
I told you the story really wasn't about the child.
Yeah. Dang. He just left the wife and the kids and just...
His niece and nephew.
He
A
said
baby.
every man for themselves.
A baby.
Yeah.
Not even a child that can run.
Yeah,
An infant and a 5-year-old and his wife.
That's terrible.
Very.
So she's asking if that's divorceable or if she should divorce him. I mean, after that, I mean, you ain't got a man that could defend for you. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Because, yeah, like, protection is very much so a part of a husband's role.
yeah.
And, like, you guys don't know this, but me and James would, like, walk around our neighborhood. Just, you know, it's really good to walk and get fresh air sometimes. So sometimes we'll, like, walk a mile just in our neighborhood. Anything could happen when you roam in the streets, right?
Yeah.
I would be appalled if a dog was charging at me and you ran the other way.
Right.
Just like if...
Be like, catch up.
just like if a dog was like really messing you up.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Of course you.
I'm running, but I'm not running and leaving you. I'm just trying to get
some
help.
Right. I feel you.
I'm not gonna run off and disappear and come back and be like, "You good?"
Oh my goodness.
If I'm gonna run now, but I'm not leaving you.
Right.
I might be trying to climb a tree. I might be trying to jump on somebody's car, call 911, screaming for help.
Mm-hmm.
I might start throwing things at the door. I'm gonna help you.
Right.
But this man ran out the gate, locked him in the yard,
Yeah.
and then just showed up and was like, "Get in so I can take you to the hospital."
Yeah. You good. You good at leaving, I guess. I mean, that's crazy.
It's always so hard when we get these questions about, is it divorceable?
Right. Right.
Because it's your marriage, right?
Exactly.
And it's what you think of a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Everybody doesn't go into marriage the same way. And
Right.
everybody's meter of what they're not willing to put up with is also different.
Mm-hmm.
You know? There are some people who will stay married forever and hate each other and don't even live in the same house.
Right.
There are some people who will leave you after the first offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're asking if it's divorceable, your answer is probably yes for you.
Right.
Because if it wasn't divorceable, you wouldn't be asking us.
Right.
So your marriage, your life, your decision, make whatever decision is best for you.
Absolutely. What would y'all do?
Yeah.
Y'all leaving?
It would be a very hard, I don't think I could look at you the same. I think my love would change instantly because if I was a woman who had to fend for myself, I could have stayed single.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I realized you couldn't protect me or not willing to protect me, yeah.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
1,000%.
We got a big problem.
Yeah,
Protection is high up there for me.
No, I feel you.
Okay?
I mean, if your man can protect you, then who?
I mean, this dog. First of all, also, I've been bit by a dog. I have the scar to prove it. I don't know if y'all can see it right here. You can see the teeth marks. They'll never leave. It was my own dog.
Right.
I grew up with a chow chow. I don't know if you know anything about that breed. They're not known for being the nicest. But at the end of the day, it was my dog. And everything was all good until it wasn't. But I will take responsibility for the bite. I did not know she was pregnant. Yeah, she was a lady of the night. She used to sneak out and go see her boo things.
What?
So she's had several pregnancies.
What?
Hey.
What?
Yeah. We had a couple of litters. So I didn't know she was pregnant. Oh yeah, like wild stuff she used to be up to. But like full on escape artist. But anyways, like Frenchie. We have a neighbor whose dog name is Frenchie and used to always just break out from the house.
I feel like if a dog continuously breaks out.
No, Frenchie is insane. My dog wasn't like that. She was able to escape because most of the time she would be in the yard, like when we would be away at work or home. So that's what she would do. Frenchie is not an outside dog at all. I don't know how Frenchie's getting out. But
the door probably be open.
Yeah.
As many times as Frenchie is out.
Frenchie's out every week.
Right.
A little chihuahua who be
Frenchie is for the streets.
Yes.
And then the parents be always just, walking around.
Looking. But Frenchie is so well taken care of. Frenchie be having bows in her hair. She be fresh out the groomers, but she be needing the streets to see her new haircut.
Oh, my goodness.
But my dog,
mm-hmm.
we would bring groceries in, and she was trying to escape, and I bear hugged her. Like, I tried to scoop her like this, like go underneath her belly and, like, pick her up.
Nah.
But she was pregnant, and I didn't know she was out there pregnant. I found out that day. She reached back. She bit me. She broke the skin. I bled. Now, if you know anything about a dog attack, if she wanted to hurt me, I'd be way more toe up. It was one.
Yeah.
And she released.
Mm.
She released. But nonetheless, I was bleeding.
Yep.
My parents was not happy about that, but I begged and cried for them not to get rid of my dog, and they didn't. So thank you, parents.
Right.
But I've never been afraid of dogs, but the older I get, the more leery I am.
Because the more stories you probably hear.
And I just feel like as you grow and you just hear and see, you just start to realize how much danger you could potentially be in. And when you're just young, you just don't think about those things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like my mom has a German Shepherd right now. I don't trust her.
I mean, hey.
I don't trust her.
It depends on
These
how you
dogs
raise them,
live in
though.
the laps of luxury. That's the interesting thing.
Yeah.
Like my mom's German Shepherd right now eats salmon.
Yeah.
Freshly cooked. Every day. The dog got the nerve to be a vegetarian. What was it called? Pescatarian when you eat seafood? Yeah, they fix her seafood for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's a lot.
So, there's an update.
Okay.
Are you ready for the update?
Yeah, what's going on?
She writes, I thought I'd update since there have been a few things that happened. Kinda. Sorry if this is kind of long. I didn't expect this to blow up and get so many comments and kindness. And I want to say I'm so sorry to everyone that has experienced something similar because, my God, it has not been easy. For everyone worried about my mental health, I did go through an app with my job yesterday because I decided I really needed it and labeled it a high priority. However, it felt like it was just a preliminary meeting, and she said she wanted me to get a bit more comfortable before we really dived into things because she said I was visibly tensing up whenever I began to talk about the incident. She even noticed it through our initial video chat. I mean, getting attacked is like my little bite, I wasn't attacked. I was bit though, but I wasn't attacked. Like this a full-on attack. That is scary.
Yep.
Last night, also, I told my husband I needed space. I apologize that I don't have more of an update on our relationship. Girl, this your life. You don't gotta apologize. It wasn't as nice as I wanted it to be. He argued and didn't want to leave. It's my house. But I told him I just don't want to look at him. And I couldn't look at him. He cried. And I hate that I felt nothing but anger towards him as I watched the tears roll down his face. Baby, it might be over. I haven't slept well, so I'm not sure. I'm also just overly tired and still so shaken up. I'm also emotionally exhausted after the appointment, so that might have added to it. I got a few questions about his sister and her husband, because that's her children that he left in there.
Right.
So I thought I'd answer your questions. They aren't speaking to him either. I don't know when it happened. I was definitely out of it at the hospital while I was getting stitches and everything. But I do think after I was done and trying to explain how something so horrible happened to their little girl under our watch, They apparently asked him where the hell was he.
Right.
I still haven't talked to him about where he even went. So I don't even know what to tell him. However, it clearly wouldn't satisfy them. His niece just got out of the hospital yesterday, so that means they were in there.
Right.
Overnight means them injuries was bad. That wasn't just a little tender shot and sent you on your way.
Stitches and everything. Probably.
His niece got out of the hospital yesterday, so that really triggered everything, and a lot has happened. I sent flowers, I sent a bear, and this toy thing that she's been asking about. I didn't go to the hospital, though. I was scared that her seeing me would make her nervous. But his sister and her husband sent me flowers, too, and it made me bawl and cry all over again. I'm just a freaking mess, honestly. His sister's husband sent me a long message that I haven't been able to get through, and it's the sweetest thing anyone has ever sent me. He also sent me a $1,000 Visa gift card. So they clearly don't blame her. They're happy she saved their child's life because he didn't.
Right.
So the parents not mad at her at all. I literally thought I was reading the amount wrong. They are good people, and I feel so terrible that I couldn't have done more for their child. Everything just keeps replaying in my head. Anyway, I obviously haven't looked into filing for divorce yet, but I'm still not against the idea. And this whole thing has really made me feel better about wanting a divorce over this. I know fight or flight can't be helped, but now I realize that it's okay not to want to be with someone who will leave you behind. I can say I'm a fighter, and I want a fighter with me. Maybe he should be with a runner instead, too.
Oh, my goodness.
At least he wouldn't be leaving someone else behind. They can run off together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like I'm done, but I'm just a mess right now. I'm glad I have space. That's the update.
Yeah.
Take some time. Divorce is permanent.
True.
Don't do anything too fast. You're not wrong.
You just got you a runner. That's it. Got you a track star.
So.
Gold medalist.
So I just say, like, it's real fresh. So just don't jump into it. Just, give it a good 90 days.
I feel that.
If in 90 days you feel like you done with them,
yeah,
start to heal a little bit, and you still done, do what you gotta do, I guess.
I feel you. Nice. Yeah.
Want to know what some of the commenters have to say?
Oh, Lord. What they talking about?
All the comments were basically the same.
Okay.
Nobody's happy with him, right?
Right.
But I'll read a couple of them. Someone said, I can understand flight is a normal reaction, but taking the time to close the gate behind you?
Right.
Nah, man. That's called self-preservation and literally throwing your loved ones to the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else said, there were 2 little kids, not just little kids, a baby and a 5-year-old.
Right.
He ran off and left his wife, his niece, and a baby? I would never forgive anyone who did that. Run and get the mace, maybe? Run and get the cops, maybe? Sure. But run and close the gate and disappear? Inexcusable.
Yeah, I'm thinking heavily about that now. Like, closing the gate behind you is crazy.
Insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean.
What? That's crazy. Yeah. Jesus. Like, you don't even give the dog a chance to leave? Like, you trapped in there, trapping them in there?
Sir, why you just didn't go get the bear spray? You didn't even give her nothing to help herself. I'm sure they got tore up.
I mean, you made the situation worse.
Well, I will give this disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
This story was a lot worse. Well, it was a lot worse as far as the details that they gave.
You toned it down.
I just left out certain sentences because it was very graphic about that attack.
I feel you.
And I don't want to,
Right.
I don't want to, upset anybody.
We got the gist.
You got the gist. You know what happened, but you don't really need to know about the very gruesome details of the attack and what actually occurred. Because I just thought about it like I had to read it.
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, if I had just cut on YouTube and I'm just doing a little leisurely drive or I'm cleaning up my house,
right,
I wouldn't want to hear that part.
You're not trying to get all crazy with it.
Because those parts are not important. The point of the story is that the husband left.
Right.
So I kept those things in. But as far as like what really went down with what that dog was doing and what she was doing to the dog, just, I'm going to spare you the details. Just know it was horrible.
I feel it.
They was messed up.
I believe it.
So yeah,
Pit
he really
bull.
left them for dead.
Right.
Yeah. And she's very distraught about it because she basically had to do anything possible to save him.
I mean, you trapped in there with the dog now.
And so she's like, you left me to have to do things I wouldn't have wanted to do. She just wanted to spray the dog with the mace.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Should she leave her husband? Should she forgive him? Should she give him 90 days, put him on probation, write him up?
What would y'all do?
That would change
I
things for
feel
me.
you on that.
Next story.
Yeah.
Now this story, it's a mess.
Okay.
But I am going to be honest with my feelings.
Okay.
And I just hope y'all don't get mad.
It is what it is.
Let's go.
All right.
Am I the asshole for not caring about my wife's alleged assault?
Okay.
I'm 36. My wife is 30. We have 3 children. Things are usually good between us, but lately there's been some conflict, as well as some personal religious beliefs conflicts. We both grew up in the same church, but she's really big into healing-based faith. You know, those healing services usually done by mega churches where all of them lay hands over you and speak in tongues. I didn't really grow up with that. I always thought it was really weird, but I support my wife and her faith. Recently, we went to another healing event. When services ended, she discussed bringing our second child to the next healing service, which would be tomorrow. It was a 2-night event. Our son has always suffered from a really bad skin condition on his ankles. I told her I had reservations about this because the event ends really late at night, around 10 p.m., and I don't want him confined to such a small space with a lot of people who are ill and seeking healing. So I guess a lot of sick people probably go.
Right.
My wife just got quiet. She basically ignored everything I said and started pointing out people who had traveled so far to the healing service. She even pointed out a specific person from Indonesia. She said, look how far their faith has brought them.
Oh, my goodness.
I just shrugged, not wanting to say too much. It was obvious that she didn't care what I had to say. We eventually made it to the car, and she blew up on me. She berated me, said that I didn't care about our son and his healing. She accused me of not being a leader and that I wasn't sincere in my faith. She went on and on to say more hurtful things. I slowly became really angry, but I didn't raise my voice. I told her I understood that she was stressed about our son and his skin condition, but she needed to calm down and that we could talk about it later and not in front of the children. She continued berating me as I drove out of the parking garage. About 10 minutes of driving, she started yelling, "Stop the car!" And she took her seatbelt off and demanded to be let out. I asked her, had she lost her mind? It was around 11 o'clock at night. She demanded that I let her out and I wasn't pulling over. So she started grabbing the steering wheel.
Oh, nah.
So then I pulled over because I didn't want to get into an accident, especially with my children in the back seat.
Right.
She yelled some more things, calling me a useless man over and over, then got out the car and slammed the door and started walking away. I followed behind her, obviously not wanting her to get hurt or worse. It's the middle of the night. I followed her for about 15 minutes. Then suddenly she pulls out her phone to start making a call. I assumed she was calling her mom or her sister, but a few minutes later, I saw red and blue flashing lights from behind me.
What?
She called the police on me.
Oh, yeah, that's a no-go.
The police pulled over in front of my wife and she pointed me out to them. The cops came over and talked to me, asked for my license and if I had any firearms. I immediately raised my hands in the air and said no, that this whole thing was ridiculous. They told me that my wife said that I was her stalker and that I had been following her for the past mile.
Wow.
I explained that I was her husband and this all stemmed from an argument that we were having in the car. My wife started crying and yelling to the cops that I was her abuser and her stalker and I was trying to control her. She threw herself on the ground, started flailing around like a possessed person. One of the cops stayed with her and the other came to me. He mumbled an apology as he handcuffed me and said it was protocol and standard procedure for cases like this. He told me to sit down and to not do anything stupid. About 15 minutes later, another cop car pulled up. At this point, all the cops were talking to my wife. After that, the cops came back, read me my rights, and arrested me. I started yelling that this was insane. I asked him why was I being arrested, and he said DV. I tried to explain what was going on, but he shook his head and told me this could all be sorted out at the station. I ended up spending the night in jail, and my car was towed, and the officer ended up giving my wife a ride home. The next morning, the officers told me where my car was impounded and that an investigating officer would be in touch. I was so exhausted at this point, I got no sleep that night. When the officer gave me the instructions, I just nodded my head. When I finally got my phone back, my parents had called dozens of times. They were at our home babysitting some of our other kids last night. Apparently, my wife arrived home disheveled, dirty, and unable to explain to my parents what was going on. I told my parents over the phone exactly what happened, and they were in disbelief of my wife's actions. They then offered me any support that I may need during this time. When I finally got back home, I saw my wife, but I didn't say anything to her. She looked like she had been crying all night. She followed me around the house as I went to take a shower, and I grabbed some food. I refused to say one word to her. As I'm sitting at the table, she quietly said that someone assaulted her last night.
Wow.
I continued to eat my food. Normally, I would have jumped up to console her and rescue her from all her problems, but not this time. Eventually, I asked her, well, who assaulted you? She just shook her head and asked why, because it didn't seem like I even cared. I responded that I didn't know if I should care, and then I just left the room, and I'm not speaking to her. Am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah. I don't believe her.
I don't believe her either. Low key. I mean, I usually would believe something like that, but not in this situation. I mean,
not with these facts.
These just got me arrested too.
Because we know she's a liar, right?
Right.
We just sat and went through a whole story of how far this woman will go with a lie. She pulled out her phone, called the police.
Yep.
You know how we feel about it.
Right.
Called the police on her husband.
Mm-hmm. And she jumped out the car.
That's violence to me. Right.
Flailing, I should say.
To me, that's the first act of violence. Calling the police on your husband for an argument about religious beliefs.
And you selling that. Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
She pulled out her phone, called the police. This could ruin his life. This could kill him.
Yeah.
I don't know what the demographics of these people are, but y'all get what I'm saying. Calls the police. Takes it a step further. Lies to the police.
Yeah.
Says she's a DV victim. This is her stalker. He's controlling her. She starts falling all over the ground.
Yeah.
Like, this is not somebody I believe. She's a liar.
Right.
And she will go far to hurt him.
Right.
So, that's what I think.
Oh, yeah, nah. Not the asshole. She a liar. I don't think that really happened to her, unfortunately. I think she just another one of her lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really was like looking through the comments, trying to gather like different point of views.
Yeah.
Nobody thought she was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find that one. It was like, let me give a variety. So, we can have a robust conversation from different point of views. Nobody had different point of views. So I'll just read you what the people had to say.
Maybe y'all got a different point of view.
Yeah, let us know.
Y'all believe her?
I mean, after this whole story, why would we believe her? She's not just a known liar.
Right.
She will bring the police into it. Lie to them, lie on you, send you to jail?
Right.
It's beyond me.
Now you got something on your record.
And even if the charges get dropped, the arrest is still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because those show up as two different things on your record. Arrests show up and then convictions show up. You might not have any convictions, but every time you arrested, it shows up unless you ever get that expunged. Insane. It's on his record until he does something about it.
Insane.
Someone said, dude, this is all caps, by the way. They're talking in all caps. Dude, she's lying to you. She is obviously making this up because she knows she's in deep trouble about lying to the cops and getting you arrested. She is trying to manipulate you. Plain and simple. Don't buy into her fantasy. You need to seek legal advice immediately. Find yourself a lawyer. She went way, way, way too far. There's no going back from this. Your children should not be around someone like this. They are not safe. Not the asshole if you leave, but you are totally the asshole if you stay.
Wow. Straight like that.
Yeah.
In all caps.
In all caps.
Yep.
Someone else said, woman here, she's doing the good old Uno reverse. Emotional manipulation tactics. Kind of like, I did something so bad to you, but I'm going to claim something worse happened to me so that you can't be as mad at me as you want to be. It's a deflective way to get out of the damage that she's caused so she can still be seen as a victim in the situation.
Yep.
If she could lie to the cops and get you locked up for absolutely nothing, she most definitely can and will lie to your face about being assaulted.
Absolutely.
Someone else said 100% she knows she effed up and is now trying to parachute a landing. You need to take the kids and leave. Divorce attorney after a criminal one.
Yeah. Craziness.
There's no going back from that.
Oh, nah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm out of there. 100%, 1,000%. You calling the police on me? It's over.
And in lying? Now, call the police on somebody for something that they did and it's a true reason to call.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about this.
This
situation.
is crazy.
Yeah.
I think, remember I was just saying the dog situation.
Yeah.
If you had did to me what he did to his wife that I couldn't look at you, like, so how would you feel if this was me doing this to you? Like, what would you feel?
Yeah, we would be done.
So this is a done zone?
Yeah. Oh, nah. Yeah. Oh, nah.
Yeah.
Over this little conversation, too, you wanted me arrested. Like, you wanted to hurt me.
But this is just the crazy thing, right? They was leaving church.
Right.
Like, this is supposed to be God-fearing people?
Nah, it's over with.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Leaving church.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't learn nothing that day.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with her. Next story.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not wanting a relationship with my sister?
Okay.
I'm 24. My sister is 22. Growing up, she was a spoiled golden child. She got everything she wanted in life. She became a brat that nobody wanted their kids to be friends with. I even had friends who weren't allowed to come to my house if my sister was there. She would steal, try to force you to do things that she wanted you to do. She would break stuff if she didn't get her way. It was a whole thing. We fought a lot as kids, and we both said awful things to each other. But I grew up to resent her more and more because of the monster our parents created. Here was the final straw. My parents wouldn't let me open a bank account because they didn't want me hiding money.
What?
They forced my first job to fire me because they weren't okay with me keeping money to myself. I knew I wouldn't get help with college, and they wouldn't let me stay at home rent-free once I graduated from high school. Well, if they was going to charge you rent, how they going to stop your flow of income?
Right.
So I started being sneaky about saving. I babysat for friends' parents under the guise of me visiting my friend's house. I did errands for family, friends, and other people. I wasn't able to save a fortune, but it was some nice cushion to start college. 2 days before my 18th birthday, my sister found my money and stole it.
Wow.
And yes, I had it at home because there was nowhere else for me to take it. None of my friends' parents were okay with me storing it at their home. Just in case any money went missing, I would accuse them. They were fine with helping me make money, but they didn't want to be responsible of storing it, which I understood. My sister even told my parents that I had the money, and they got so mad at me. In return, I told my sister to F off and never speak to me again. And from that day onward, she wasn't my sister. I didn't love her, nor did I give a damn about what would happen to her. I left on my birthday and never looked back. I went no contact from then until now. My sister reached out to me a few weeks ago because a relative gave her my number. She apologized and told me she was sorry and that she had grown up and realized how shitty she was, and she knew stealing, breaking stuff, and getting me into trouble intentionally and trying to control everything was wrong. She said she loved and missed me and was hoping we could repair our relationship. I didn't reply. I read the text and I kept it on my phone, but I did not reply. 2 weeks later, she texted me the exact same thing again. Then a few days ago, she texted me again and said she knew it was my number and wanted to know why I was ignoring her after she apologized. She said she was hoping I had forgiven her and could repair our relationship. I replied one time and I said, part of growing up is accepting that people don't have to forgive you or reconcile with you just because you apologize. And that sometimes the harm done can't be undone and doors are closed forever. I didn't reply after that. Then the relative who gave her my number and I had some exchange of words because she told me that was the most arrogant way to tell someone that you don't accept their apology. She said I should have been more accepting, and I told her that I didn't need to listen to this. Am I the asshole though? Honestly, maybe I should have kept ignoring my sister and just blocked her number.
Yeah.
Maybe the way I would have handled the relative that gave my phone number out.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Do not give my number to nobody.
No, I feel you on that.
Especially not somebody you know I'm beefing with. Like what?
And she apologized, but did she give her back her money? Like what?
With interest?
Right. The bare minimum.
That should have came with a Zelle, right?
Right. What? That was my first question. Like, okay, yeah, you apologizing heavy, but did you give me back my money?
My pocket's still empty. I'm
Right.
still down. Whatever money she stole.
Right. You just sorry.
Yeah. My money back with interest would have been a nice start
Right.
to the apology.
Right.
Because I can't do nothing with your sorry.
Right.
I still ain't got my money. I can't spend that.
Right. Right.
I can't go to the leasing office to pay my rent and be like, here's my sister's sorry.
Right.
Some of the commenters, someone said, growth doesn't guarantee forgiveness. Some damage runs too deep, and that's okay. Someone else said if she truly bettered herself, she would be so overcome with shame, and she would realize she doesn't deserve any forgiveness.
Right.
Someone said her apology should have came with a payment.
Facts. What I'm saying. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Yeah. That's audacity for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some resentment there.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
For sure.
And she do not have to know she's not the asshole. She do not have to forgive her sister. But, I probably wouldn't have responded. A block would have been probably the route I would have taken.
I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And, the block is hot.
Oh, my
Just
goodness.
goodbye.
Feel you.
Especially since they went no contact, right?
Right.
It's not like they've had a relationship. Because if there was a relationship, I probably would have been inclined to say something like, I still see you at family functions, holidays. But if you just disappear from my life, I want you really disappeared, and I'm not going to respond.
Right.
Next story.
Yeah, what's going on?
Lord, y'all.
What?
This is so messy.
Oh, my gosh. Ain't they all?
Hand me that.
Oh. Red flag.
This is a red flag.
Hey, it be like that.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm in love and is not with my husband. I'm almost sure that I'm in love or love more than I should my father-in-law.
What?
My husband and I have been together for 8 years and we have an amazing relationship.
What?
We are truly best friends and I do love him more than anything. Nothing's adding up. About 2 years ago, I started working with my father-in-law at his company. And since then, we've grown a lot closer since we talk a lot more. I don't work directly with him or see him every day, but I do see him way more than my husband does. Throughout our relationship, my father-in-law has become a parental figure in my life.
What's going on here?
My dad is great, but I never had a huge amount of respect for him. That's another Reddit post for another day. I love my dad, but my father-in-law is just better. I don't know what's going on anymore. When I say things like, I love my father-in-law, I make jokes like that constantly. It's never been an issue. I don't know if I'm joking anymore. I made a joke last night that put things into perspective for me. I said something along the lines of, I would trade both of my parents if it meant that my father-in-law could live longer. He gave me a necklace for Christmas and I haven't taken it off since. Is it because I love it that much or because he gave it to me? I get butterflies when I see him pass. I'm disappointed when he doesn't say hi. I wanted to see him more and more. I get excited when he comes around our house. I want him to be proud of me, to respect me. I want him to care about me a lot. I don't know if I truly love him like that or if I'm not used to having such a respectable, dependable, and lovable parental figure. Yeah, daddy, mommy issues, I know. I just don't know how to have these feelings. I love my husband so much. I will never tell him any of this. I just needed to vent.
What is going on here? Oh my gosh. Your father-in-law? You ain't gonna tell your husband. Your husband better find out. I hope he find out. Because that's just, I just say disgusting.
I only got 4 words for you.
What?
I have an update.
Oh gosh. He found out. He better have found out because that's insane. That's a lot to put on Reddit too. What you just venting on Reddit?
Yes.
Okay.
People like to vent to strangers.
Yeah, but not
because it's a judge-free zone. They get to hide behind the computer and divulge their sins and get true feedback, and nobody ever knows it's them.
Wow. Yeah, I feel you.
Are you ready for the update?
Yeah.
Buckle up. I never thought there would be any update until yesterday. My father-in-law pulled me aside at work as I was leaving for lunch. He looked nervous, not like himself at all, and told me he needed to talk. What he said honestly mirrored a lot of what I wrote in my original post. Almost word for word. No, he didn't find it. He doesn't have Reddit. I know that for sure because the app came up in conversation a couple weeks ago at dinner with family. He definitely doesn't have it. He didn't even know what it was. Basically, he said he's been confused. He feels ashamed and that he doesn't know how to explain it. He said he feels oddly drawn to me and has for a long, long time. He didn't use any specific language like love or attraction, just that he has feelings towards me that were strange and intense and that they didn't make sense to him. He was visibly shaken. And I want to be really, really clear here. I have never said or done anything to suggest how I feel. You don't think people know?
Right.
When, like, the vibes.
Your attraction.
Just like, you know when somebody likes you? They don't have to say, hey, I have a crush on you. You know when somebody's attracted to you. You know it.
Yeah.
It's not something somebody has to say. It's a feeling.
He want him a little young thing.
B, this is bigger than he want him a young thing. He want his son's wife.
I know.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's hard to believe. I swear on everything that I've kept all of this completely to myself. And during all of this, I did not mention or even hint that I felt any bit the same way.
Yeah, she just lying. I'm sorry. You
got these strong feelings like this to the point where you on Reddit telling us that you in love with your father-in-law and you don't think he feels something when you around?
Right.
Anyways.
She definitely dropping hints.
When he finished talking, I just kind of blurted out, I need to break up with my husband. She didn't say my husband. She said his name, but in the post, she didn't want to put her husband's name. But basically, after the man finished his professing his love, she said, I need to break up with
her husband.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why. Maybe because I instantly felt everything was ruined. He immediately shut that down, said absolutely not. That would crush his son, and that he, father-in-law, would never forgive himself. He begged me to just forget it happened, said it was just some weird emotional thing and it will pass, that we'll never talk about it again. But how am I supposed to forget it? I've been trying to tell myself this whole time that maybe it was just a feeling that I had, some weird transference or trauma response, a misplaced need for validation, like the comments suggested in my other posts. I was ready to accept that and move on. Now I don't know what to think. The dynamic between us is officially ruined. I can't go back to normal. How do I just make small talk with him now? How do I go to my husband like everything is normal? How do I get out of this? I don't even know how to think anymore.
Yeah, it's over with. It's over with. She got attractions for him. He's attracted to her. It's over with.
This poor husband. The wife and the daddy. Just the poor husband. You got some trash people around you.
Yep.
That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. I don't know what to say. I mean, we've had stories like that. I mean, do you remember our day ones? Remember we had a crazy story some months back about a mom sleeping with the husband at the bachelor party? And remember, she was like, this was a one-time thing. The mama was like, this was a one-time thing.
Oh, right.
And remember the update came back that they had been screwing around.
Right.
For months.
Yeah. Yep.
So we know what happens.
Wow.
Want to know what some of the commenters had to say?
Yeah, what they talking about?
Someone said, if you actually cared about your husband at all, you would have already taken steps to remove yourself from the situation by maybe finding a new job. Instead, you're flirting with the idea of completely destroying their family and sending your husband into a likely psych hold when the shit hits the fan. Get real help, the kind that Reddit isn't qualified for.
Yeah.
Someone else said, break up with your spouse. Never talk to your father-in-law again. Leave this poor family alone. You are already an asshole, but an even bigger asshole if you don't let them both go. And you seriously need therapy. Someone else said, I'm not even sure a therapist can help you. Good grief.
Oh, my goodness. If she break up with her husband, she gonna go for the father.
What if the father's married?
Still, they're gonna be messing around. Because why did he tell her that?
I don't know.
He wants something going on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything anymore.
I don't either. I'm just talking.
Yeah. Give me your worst. Give me your most. Give me the worst thing you heard today in order from worst to least worst.
You'll give a recap. Yeah.
My husband ran off during an emergency. The dog bite story.
Oh yeah, that's number one right there.
Number two was, am I the asshole for not caring about my wife's alleged assault? That's the cop caller.
Oh gosh.
Number three, the one with the sister stole her money, trying to come back in her life. And lastly, number four, I'm in love with my father-in-law.
Yeah, the dog is the number one.
I don't know. I'm really stuck between the dog bite and the cop caller.
The cop caller number two for me.
He straight up lied and said that he committed DV.
I feel you.
Come on. Like, that's like those two, can we have a tie?
I mean,
no.
that dog could have ended their lives.
He has criminal charges.
Yeah, but at least he living.
They both living,
but still, I don't know.
They're both crazy. Like, they're both divorceable, right? Like,
oh, for sure.
You leave me,
yeah,
and lock the gate behind you.
That's crazy.
If I call the police on you and lie on you,
they're both crazy.
How can you pick one over the other? Are you saying because one was an emergency, like a life or death? Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
I could feel that.
Yeah,
but we know sometimes calling the cops could be life or death too.
Oh, that's big too. They right there, neck and neck.
But you going with dog biter?
If I gotta choose one, I gotta choose the
dog biter.
The dog biter, and leaving the kids and your wife.
Didn't even go get the bear spray. Just locked them in there.
Yeah,
where did you go?
Yeah.
I need the wife to come back with an update to tell us where did he go. The one in the house, he could have just threw the bear spray over the fence, gave him a chance.
Something.
All right, so number one is the dog bite. Number two is the DV.
Yep.
Number three is going to be I'm in love with my father-in-law. And then the sister that stole the money.
Yes. Sister stole the money for,
fiance number three?
Yep.
Not fiance, sorry, husband.
Husband, yep. That's the order.
All right, I can agree with that.
Hey, what's y'all order?
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. We gonna pray for y'all.
Absolutely.
Everybody in this story needs some prayer.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode.
Yep.
We hope we stretched you out a little bit. Not a lot of it.
Oh, goodness.
And we'll definitely see you in the next one.
All right, now.
Bye.